What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm super excited to give you guys my review of the Nike Dunk Low Premium Year of the Rabbit in this Fossil Stone colorway. Today's video is sponsored by Heffalux. When it comes to sneakers, comfort is king. So when you buy a pair of shoes and find out they're uncomfortable, one of the easiest ways to fix that is to swap out the insoles. So that's where Heffalux comes into play. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll see they sell a variety of eTPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website and use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase, and be sure to tell them I sent you. So this continues my review of Nike's Lunar New Year pack, which celebrates the Year of the Rabbit. So these dunks, from what I know at least, didn't release in North America, and from what I've been reading, it looks like they are an Asia exclusive. So the official colorway for this shoe is Fossil Stone, Coconut Milk, and Sail, and I'm not exactly sure about the retail price, but if I had to guess, they probably retailed for the exact same price as the other colorway, which is going to be somewhere in the low 100 US dollars, or somewhere around 170 Canadian dollars. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab these for retail. I picked these up over on GOAT, and as of right now, the resale prices for this pair are hovering around 400 to 500 Canadian dollars. And I don't know if that's because this specific release was more limited than the others, or just more people are a fan of this colorway, but if I had to guess, I'd lean towards the latter. First things first, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in the exact same box that the white, crimson, and blue pair came in as well. So the actual box itself has this faux rabbit fur on it. This is found on all sides of the box. And then here we have the Chinese character for the word rabbit. On this side we have 2011 to 2023, which represents the current year and the last time it was the Year of the Rabbit on the lunar calendar. And on the very top of the box, we have the Nike swoosh along with a graphic of a rabbit. So diving into the details of this shoe, starting things off with the toe box. Here you'll see this is covered in suede in this very light pale brown sort of tone. Just like any other dunk, we have these perforations, and then overlaid on the front toe cap, we have a thin, smooth white leather. Above this, covering the eye stays of the shoe, we have more of a cream-colored leather, and then underneath this on the mid panel, we have more suede, and this is done in more of a light gray color. Overlaid on top of this, we have a chenille swoosh, which is done in a sail or off-white color on the lateral side, and more of a light brown or golden graham colored brown on the medial side. Next to this, we have more of that white leather, which wraps around the bottom of the heel, and then embroidered on the lateral side, we have a graphic of a rabbit. Above this on the heel, we have more suede in the middle, and then the top of the heel is covered in more of that white leather, and embroidered across, we have the Nike wordmark. As far as the laces go, so attached to the laces, these come with these lace doubrays, which has 2023 printed on it, and then intertwining through this, we have the laces. So these come with two different lace options. The standard default lace is a flat white colored lace, which feels very soft to the touch. But if you're not feeling these, they also give you a secondary darker colored lace as well. But for me, I like the look of the white laces. I like the brightness that it has. So that's the one that I'm going to keep on this shoe. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of a light gray colored synthetic leather, and it's wrapped in this dark brown colored nylon on the edges. And then attached on the very top, we have a chenille tag, once again with the Chinese character for rabbit embroidered in the center. The interior of the shoe is lined in a brown colored mesh, and the inner collar of these dunks is pretty well padded. As far as the insoles go, so these come with your standard foam lined insole. It's covered in a dark brown textile on top, and on the heel, we have a rabbit graphic along with the Nike swoosh stamped on in white. So the upper of these dunks sits atop this solid rubber cup sole, and it features a contrast darker stitching running across the top. Turning this pair over to the bottom, so the outsole here is constructed out of rubber in a yellowish beige sort of color. And if you notice, the rubber has a speckle paint found throughout, so this wasn't confirmed by Nike, but it could be an indication that this is recycled rubber. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair, for those wondering about sizing. So just like the white, crimson, and varsity royal pair, these dunks for some reason fit more snug than normal Nike sportswear dunks. So my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I picked these up in a size 10, not knowing any better, and they definitely run short. So normally for dunks, if anything, it's the width of the shoe that gives me problems. For example, Nike SB Dunk Lows, I go up to a 10.5 because of the width of the shoe. But for this pair, the width was perfectly fine. It just ran a little bit shorter than normal. So my big toe is literally touching the edge of the shoe. So I don't know what Nike did with this pair, something is up with the tooling, but I'd say that they run about half size smaller than normal. So if you want more of a roomy, generous fit, and you don't like your toes hitting the edge of the shoe, go up half a size. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Nike Dunk, so it's going to be very firm, very flat, and very low to the ground, and there's not too much from a softness and step and comfort perspective. Still, if you get the sizing of the shoe correct, for an everyday casual use shoe, it's going to be great. The suedes used on the toe box feel very soft and broken in already, so there's not going to be a major break-in process required. Last but not least, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so keep in mind on the actual label of the shoebox, it says this is a Nike Dunk Low Premium. And to me, there's really nothing premium at all about the materials used. Yes, the suedes are decent. I'd say that they're slightly above average, but the leather that they used on the shoe was pretty poor. There's a very strong synthetic feel to it. You run your fingers across it, you don't see those natural leather grains at all. And instead you can tell that there's a polyurethane coating on the top, which gives it a bit more of a stiffer feel to the touch. So while the material quality wasn't great, the overall build and craftsmanship also wasn't great as well. I noticed on my pairs, some of the components on the left foot versus the right foot were inconsistently placed. For example, the back tab on the right foot was placed a little bit crooked, and the soles on the shoe weren't lying flat, so they had a bit more of a curve to it compared to my other Nike sportswear Dunks. So if you are paying resale for this pair, keep in mind the materials aren't great, and you could potentially be left with a very poor crafted pair. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed with Nike's Year of the Rabbit Dunk Pack. At least for the white and crimson pair and now this one, they feature the same problems that make me feel very disappointed. Namely, the quality of the materials was quite poor, especially if you're going to be naming a shoe the Dunk Low Premium. I would have expected much better quality materials. But it's not all negative though, don't get me wrong. The positives for this shoe is the colorway. To me, I love the color palette on this pair. It's much more wearable than the white crimson colorway, and I really like how they gave us a variety of colors with a mix of the whites, the light grays, the light browns, the creams. It just feels like a very natural color palette, and I think it looks great on these Dunks. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Fossil Stone Year of the Rabbit Nike Dunk Low. What are your overall thoughts on the colorway? And for anyone watching this video, did you also grab a pair of these? Did you grab them for retail? Did you pay resale for them? Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of your specific pair. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.